Hi guys, so the new dreams that I have of little mini nature reserves everywhere in Ireland in order to stop biodiverse collapse, you know, they're not dreams, it's the only way forward and how we change things. So I'm in Kilcoole and I've looked at this on the maps. I've never actually seen it in person down here. And what's the trick? Always build off an existing area. There you go, beautiful bird. Always build off an existing area that already has nature in it. Owls, bats, birds, that has zero light pollution, already has dense woods, some of which could be 200 to 300 years old, has an historical site on it, which is the old chiefdom of the O'Brien family, which is behind here. And it's just an incredible site. You have your cows over here, your yellow iris, a pond area here, so frogs, newts, mollusks, etc. Here you already have your healthy wood. You can connect off here for the public to go into different parts of it, but not all of it. And you grow your woods in both these areas, so a mixture of meadow and wood. So this will be purchased off the farmer. You offer a fair price and you purchase the woods and the fields off the farmer, and it becomes a permanent nature reserve. Not for the forest, isn't there for continuous forest cover or anything like that. It's permanent wood. When a tree falls, it stays on the land. It feeds the mycelium network that's so important to the health of the trees. It cools the surrounding area. So the areas over here, here's our cows, watch. They've been doing this a lot. I don't know if they're being spooked by a fox but they're running up and down, or if they're playing a game. I don't know which one, but they keep running up and down. I would want Ernrod Éireann to come on board. Ernrod Éireann has its own targets it has to meet in terms of helping with carbon emissions, but also helping with nature. I know Pippa Hackett's doing work, Minister Pippa Hackett is doing work with them. Here's a beautiful heron here. Minister Pippa Hackett is doing work with them to plant trees along the side. So the idea would be to Ernrod Éireann, Project Woodland under Minister Pippa Hackett and a number of others to come together to purchase land that becomes permanent wood. You're still allowing for your farmland. I'm not saying purchase the field over here that doesn't have any trees. I'm saying it's these ones with all the trees on them. The best use of this land is permanent wood at the moment in order to cool our planet, provide habitat for the collapsing insect and bird populations in our country, and the mammals, the foxes, the badgers. Foxes, of course, have to be culled. You can't let them blow out of all proportion. And your eagles, with farmers who have sheep, any species lost, any lambs lost, you are paid immediately. There's no questions asked. You lose a lamb to an eagle, fine, that is paid for. That's the system in Germany, that if a wolf, they've reintroduced wolves in Berlin, and if a wolf attacks any of your lambs, you are paid immediately for it. And that scheme is working really, really well. You know, all the farmers are on board. You can see the bird life is huge here. It really is. Just so we understand, our friends in Kilcoole, who I'm hoping to work with on Downs Hill here, this is the ancient kingdom of the Coola right here behind me. This is the ancient hill fort of the Coola tribe, who owned all this area. And Sugarloaf, being the tallest, is O'Coolan. That's the ancient name for that mountain, which is the Coola tribe. Here's the little Sugarloaf over here, and then you have Bray Head. So anyway, I hope people can picture that. Every area can have their own little mini national park, their own small wooded area that allows for wildlife to sit right alongside us. And we don't have full access to everywhere. We can have walkways going through, but a lot of it is fenced off. It's just for wildlife. It's not for our dogs to go into and scare the foxes and the badgers and the rabbits that live there. It is for wildlife. It's for us to enjoy at a distance, but we don't necessarily go in. So I would love to know how much the land is. How much is this field? How much is this field here? And how much is that field? What would it cost to purchase these from the farmer? How do we raise the money for it? We can name it after the farmer. You know, we can call this woodland after that farmer's family, with all respect to them. And you know, everything's a land deal. Everything's a deal. Deals can be done. So we just need to find out who is it, what's the cost, and take it from there. But But remember, this is the only way forward. I was pausing there because I was going, is this realistic? I'm working in this for 2 years. Yes, it is, because the present options are completely unrealistic. Our biodiversity is collapsing worldwide because we're taking all the land from nature. But you know the incredible thing, the farmer that is very kindly keeping these woods here, they don't have to keep them. They lose part of their cap payment for those woods. Can you believe that? That was confirmed for me today in a talk. They actually lose the payment on those areas. They don't get anything for it in their cap payment, which are small payments. They're not huge. It's around 150 per hectare per year. It's not that big, but you know. Anyway, look, thanks a million, guys, and I hope to speak to the councillors from Kilcoole and some of the people in the local area, and most importantly to find out, well, who's the farmer, who owns the land. I'd love to speak to them, you know, and see what would it cost, you know. Build off an existing wood, don't make a new one, because all the wildlife is in there. That's how we're going to fix this. Okay, thank you guys. Please try and do something in your area. If you see this video on YouTube, you know, I'm only doing YouTube videos for nature. I have no interest in being on YouTube. I'm a very private person, but I'm doing this because I want to change things. If you see this, do a video in your area. Find out where the local wood is in your area and farmland, and talk to the farmer. Say, what would it cost to buy from you? Let's buy it. Let's plant tons of trees on it, and don't let the Department of Agriculture tell you can't plant trees. I'll tell you that much. We have to change this. The Department of Agriculture is too slow on this stuff. We have to change this as quick as we can. We've got around 20 years, I think, before we start seeing real major heat changes in Ireland. Why that's important is your trees will have what's called heat stress. A lot